Everyone keeps telling you to calm down, as if peace were a switch you could simply decide to flip. But you cannot decide your way out of what you are carrying right now, and you already know it. The house is loud, the bills are late, the body is tired, and the mind will not stop running. So before anyone tells you again to relax, let me say something different to you tonight. You do not have to make the storm stop in order to find peace. There is a kind of stillness that does not wait for the wind to die down. Stay with me for a few quiet minutes, and let me show you what I mean. You do not have to feel calm to keep listening. You only have to keep listening. Before we go any further, let me be honest with you, because honesty is the only place real comfort can grow. What you are about to receive is an encouragement drawn from the Bible, a reflection offered in faith. It is not a private revelation. It is not a prediction, and it is not a promise that your circumstances will change. It is simply the steady comfort of Scripture, read gently over you in the middle of whatever you are walking through today. And there is one verse I want to set down in the center of everything tonight. It comes from the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 27. Listen to the words slowly, the way you would let warm water run over cold hands. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Read that again in your heart, and notice what it does not say. It does not say, wait until your life is quiet, and then you may have peace. It says, peace I give to you. Now, here, as you are, in the noise. This is not the peace the world hands out. And the difference is everything. In the Scriptures, this is the voice of the one who knew the storm was coming and still spoke peace into the room. And tonight that same gift is being spoken over you. So let these words come to you the way the Scriptures speak them, as if a gentle voice were leaning close to your troubled heart and saying, my child, I know what kind of week this has been. I know it did not come at you one thing at a time, politely, with room to breathe between them. It came all at once. The trouble at home, and the pressure at work, and the worry about your body, and the money that never quite stretches far enough. You have been bracing for the next blow before the last one even landed. And in the middle of all of it, people keep telling you to stay positive, to keep your chin up, to look on the bright side, as if you simply had not thought of that yet. But you cannot positive think your way out of a real storm, and you were never meant to. The world has only ever offered you one kind of peace. It is the peace of nothing being wrong, the peace of the bills being paid, the test coming back clear, the argument finally settled. It is real in its way, but it is fragile, and you have felt how quickly it can be taken. One phone call, one diagnosis, one closed door, and the world's peace evaporates like mist in the morning sun. Because the world's peace depends entirely on your circumstances behaving. And your circumstances right now are not behaving. So if that were the only peace there was, you would have every reason to be undone tonight. But the Scriptures speak of another kind, a peace that is given, not earned, and given on purpose in the middle of the wrong things, not after them. Think about when those words were first spoken. In the Gospel, the one who said them was hours away from the worst night of his earthly life. Betrayal was already moving toward him. Abandonment was coming. Suffering was near. And it was in that exact moment, with the storm visible on the horizon, that he turned to frightened people and said, "Let not your heart be troubled." He did not promise them the night would be easy. It would not be. He promised them a peace that could live inside a heart even while the night was hard. That is the peace being offered to you. Not a peace that waits for the storm to pass, but a peace that holds you in the middle of it. I know how tired you are of being told it will all work out. You have heard that so many times that the words have gone numb. And honestly, sometimes things do not work out the way you hoped, and pretending otherwise only adds a quiet shame to your exhaustion. So hear me carefully, my child. I am not promising you that the storm will end tonight. I am telling you that you do not have to wait for it to end to stop drowning. There is a steadiness underneath the waves that the waves cannot reach. And it was placed there for hearts exactly like yours, on nights exactly like this one. You have a heart that is troubled. The scripture names it plainly. Let not your heart be troubled. It does not pretend you are fine. It does not scold you for being shaken. It speaks tenderly to the very part of you that is afraid. So let me speak there too, to the part of you that lies awake doing the math that never works, to the part of you that rehearses the conversation you are dreading, to the part of you that flinches every time the phone lights up. That trembling part of you is not being asked to perform peace. It is being offered peace, freely. So if you are listening tonight with your stomach in knots, this is for you. If you are holding a household together while quietly coming apart inside, this is for you. If you have smiled through a day you barely survived and no one knew, this is for you. If everything seems to be happening at once and you cannot tell which fire to put out first, this especially is for you. You do not have to sort it all out before you are allowed to rest your heart. You do not have to have a plan or an answer or a brave face. Come as you are, with the trembling still in your hands. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 11, there is an invitation that fits a night like this. Paraphrased gently, it calls the weary and the heavy laden to come and find rest for their souls. Notice it does not call the people whose lives are tidy. It calls the worn out, the overloaded, the ones carrying more than 2 hands were built to hold. That is you tonight, exactly as you are. And the rest it offers is not rest from your circumstances. It is rest for your soul in the middle of your circumstances. Those are not the same thing, and the difference is where peace lives. Let me say something about the difference between calm and peace, because you have been confusing them, and the world taught you to. Calm is what happens when nothing is pulling at you. It is a quiet room, an empty schedule, a problem solved. You cannot manufacture calm right now because too much is pulling at you, and that is not your failure. But peace is not the absence of pressure. Peace is a steadiness that the pressure cannot move. A boat does not need the sea to go flat in order to stay afloat. It needs to be held up by something deeper than the waves. You are not being asked to flatten the sea. You are being held up by something deeper than it. And that holding does not depend on whether the water ever goes still. I know there is a voice that has been louder than usual lately. It speaks in your own tired tone, so you have assumed it is just you, being honest with yourself. It says you should have seen this coming. It says you have handled everything wrong. It says it is all about to collapse, and you will be the one to blame. And late at night, it lines up every worst possibility and walks you through each one, slowly. My child, hear me. That voice is not telling you the truth, and it is not the voice that loves you. When it says you are sinking, the truth says you are being held. When it says it is all falling apart, the truth says, my peace is given to you, even now. When it says you are alone in this storm, the truth says, let not your heart be afraid. You do not have to argue that voice into silence. You only have to stop handing it your nights. And I want you to remember something the fear keeps hiding from you. You have been in storms before. Not this one, but others that felt just as final at the time. Nights you were certain you would not make it through. Mornings you could not imagine surviving. And somehow, you are still here, still breathing, still listening to a quiet voice on a hard night. Do you ever wonder how you got through what you got through? How a strange steadiness arrived on a night when you had every reason to come undone. How you found just enough to face one more day when the evening before, you had nothing left. The scriptures would not call that an accident. They would call it a peace that was given when you could not have produced it yourself. You did not hold yourself together back then by strength. You were held, and the same hands that held you then have not let go of you now. So let me say plainly what this peace is and what it is not, so that hope does not turn into a setup for disappointment. This peace is not a guarantee that the trouble will lift on a timeline you would choose. It is not a promise that the money will come, or the body will heal, or the conflict will resolve by morning. I will not hand you those promises because empty promises are a cruelty dressed up as comfort, and you have had enough of those. But this is what the scripture does promise: a peace given not as the world gives, a heart that can refuse to be ruled by its own fear even while the storm is still loud. And that, it turns out, is the one thing the storm cannot reach, no matter how high the water rises. Think about what it would mean to carry that into tomorrow. Not a tomorrow where everything is suddenly fixed. A tomorrow where the same hard things are still on your plate, but you are no longer being swept away by them. Where you can do the next needed thing without your whole heart shaking. Where you can lie down at night and let your body rest, even though the matter is not yet settled. That is not denial. That is not pretending. That is peace that is given, holding a heart that is troubled. The two can live in the same chest at the same time. The scripture says so in one breath. My peace I give. Let not your heart be troubled. And let me speak gently to the part of you that feels guilty for not coping better. You have watched other people seem to sail through worse, and you have decided something is wrong with you. You think you should be stronger by now. You think a person with real faith would not be this afraid. But fear is not the opposite of faith. The scripture would not say, "Do not be afraid," to people who were not afraid. It speaks those words precisely to trembling people, because trembling people are exactly who the comfort is for. Your fear does not disqualify you from peace. It is the reason the peace was offered. So set the guilt down. It was never part of the load you were meant to carry. Tonight, I want to ask you to lay down a few things you were never built to hold. Lay down the need to have it all figured out before you are allowed to breathe. Lay down the imaginary tomorrow your fear keeps painting in colors it has no right to use. Lay down the belief that peace is only for people whose lives are quiet. You were not made to carry the whole storm in your two hands, and you were never meant to carry it alone. And about the worry that runs ahead of you into every dark possibility. Hear this carefully, my child. You do not have to live tomorrow's troubles tonight. The scriptures speak of a mercy that is new every morning, which means tomorrow will arrive carrying its own fresh supply before you have done a thing to earn it. You do not have to stockpile strength for a day that is not here yet. The strength is given for the day you are actually in. So borrow nothing from tomorrow tonight. Let tomorrow keep its own weight and its own mercy. For this one night, you only have to be here, in this hour, held. If these words have stirred something in you, you do not need to do anything dramatic. You do not owe anyone a comment to make this real. You do not have to prove your faith to a stranger. But if you would like, take this quiet moment and turn it into a small prayer. It can be as simple as this. Lord, the storm is still here and I am tired. Give me your peace in the middle of it. There are no perfect words. The scriptures show heaven meeting people in their groans and their whispers, and the prayers too shaky to finish. Your honesty is more than enough. And if someone comes to mind right now, someone whose life is in the same kind of turmoil, you are welcome to share this with them. Not as a chain, not as a demand, only as a kindness, the way you would steady someone who is about to slip. Now, here is one gentle but important reminder, and I will not rush past it. Faith is a deep comfort, but it is not a replacement for care. If you are struggling with your health or your mind or a situation that feels too heavy to carry, please also reach out to a doctor, a counselor, or someone you trust. The peace of faith and the help of people were always meant to walk together. Asking for support is not a failure of faith. It is wisdom, and it is brave. And before we come to the end, let me ask one simple thing of you. Let your heart be still for a moment, even with the storm still blowing. I am not telling you the wind has died. I am not handing you a date or a guarantee or a tidy ending wrapped with a bow. I am telling you what the scripture has always whispered to frightened people, that peace can be given before the trouble is gone. You have weathered every hard night you have faced so far, every single one. That is not because you were strong enough on your own. It is because you were held on the nights you did not even feel the hands. And the same peace that carried you this far is not about to abandon you in the middle of this. So when the morning still feels far away, be still. When the answer is slow in coming, be still. When you cannot see how any of it resolves, take the one breath in front of you and be still. So as this message comes toward its close, let me set one thing in your hands to carry into tomorrow. Your peace was never meant to depend on your storm. Let the words rest over you one more time from the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Whatever this season is taking from you, it cannot take the peace that was given, not earned. It is not the kind the world gives, the kind that needs everything to be all right first. I will not promise you a calm sea. I will not promise you a date or an amount or an ending I cannot see. You have been handed enough empty promises, and I will not add to the pile. But I can leave you with what the scripture says plainly. A peace is given to you, here, in the storm, on purpose. Let not your heart be troubled. Let not your heart be afraid. Not because nothing is wrong, but because you are held in the middle of it. So lift your head tonight, not because the storm is over, but because you were never, not for one moment, facing it on your own. Take one more slow breath now, even with the wind still outside, and let this be the truth you rest on. The storm is loud, and you are held, and the peace you were given does not depend on the weather. If messages of hope like this one steady you, you are always welcome to stay close to this quiet corner, where we simply sit with the scriptures together. And wherever tomorrow takes you, Whatever is still unresolved, may you walk through it carrying a peace that the world did not give and the storm cannot take. Peace be with you, my friend. Be still now